And we're recording. All right, so we got the Lynx, and we are at Camden County College, and there is a bunch of trails, so let's hit some. It doesn't matter which ones we go on, because there's a bunch. Alright, so now that I'm back here in the woods, and should have pretty good acoustic audio here. This Lynx is absolutely amazing. I cannot ask for a better trail wheel, at least personally for myself. I have not ridden anything that comes close to what this thing can do, and it does it effortlessly. I barely even make this thing grunt going up hills. I can even go up the hill slow, and it, no problem, just goes right up it. I will say the only time I do fall tends to be when I lose traction, because I will hit runs faster than normal on my other wheels at least, and will just slide out around corners because of dirt or sand or whatever other reason. But as you can see, going through some pretty technical, dirty, sandy stuff here, and this tire eats it up no problem. This is the stock Kenda tire that it comes with, which I think is absolutely marvelous, and I don't think you need to get another tire unless you want to specifically ride on the road. But I've had no complaints about this. The rubber is hard enough to where it makes road riding awesome. And it lets me put it at a lower PSI because of this hard rubber, to where it can get a little more traction and grip in this dirt. So I think it's a great all-around tire, because I kind of go from trail to trail on this, and obviously I think you need a all-around tire. That is a bigger drop than I wanted. Roots everywhere here. Suspension eats it up like butter, guys. I previously had probably a dozen wheels now, between ones that I've owned and ones that I've pretty much helped friends of mine sell. So I had them on me for at least weeks to ride them and test them and see what they felt like. But this is hands down the best suspension, even though it has less travel than the S22 Pro, which I had with the updated sliders and all that good stuff. This still feels better than that. Yeah, We're gonna start hitting some speed, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to talk as smoothly here, but let's go left. But yeah, anyway, the confidence that this thing instills is insane. I find myself catching air off the top of jumps and flying through sections like this with little roots that I would never attempt on other wheels, because the combination of this suspension and this tire and this motor is just amazing. I'm literally having this full conversation right now and doing a decent speed through these technical trails with roots and sand, and not even having a hard time talking. So she's a great wheel all around. I have no complaints. I can't say enough about it. So I don't know how much more deeply I go in on my opinion, because that's it's pretty much as high as it could be. Obviously, do I think there could be slight improvements for certain reasons? Sure, but I mean, at that point, you're stretching, trying to reach for reasons that it can improve, which is, you know, good, but just saying, this thing does everything you need it to do. So it's a do-all wheel. They did great on keeping the weight down. I will say I did not like the stock pedals, and I got aftermarket pedals, but that's pretty much it. I love everything else about it. I put some aftermarket 3D printed stuff, of course, to protect the wheel in case it falls, but it's just me caring about my investment and trying to protect it. They make a ton of awesome 3D printed stuff for this wheel already, and I'm sure there's going to be more awesome stuff to come. So all right, coming out front of the college where the road is. Alright, so you got the Lynx. I got the toe pads from Grizzla, power pads from Grizzla, the Vertex front and back bumper, but the Grizzla underguard, whatever that's called. I wish I could tell you. I got the E-wheels, upgraded CNC spike pedals, which are bigger than the stock, so they stick out wider, and they are a little heavier, but honestly, I think it puts a little more weight down to the bottom of the wheel and gives you a little more balance when, obviously, compared to other wheels, the Lynx has really high pedals, so I think it brings the weight down a little bit to the bottom of the wheel. It does probably add a couple pounds, so instead of the 88 pounds, the Lynx comes stock. Obviously, when you add the pedals that are going to add a little more weight, probably around 90. And then when you throw on, not like these weigh a lot, but when you throw on all these 3D parts, the bumpers, the whatever, and then the CNC seat that you get from E-wheels, you're probably looking more along the lines of like 92, 93 pounds total. But the motor has more than enough zip to make that not a big weight at all. It feels great. Can't really say enough good stuff about that thing, man. So, all right, I'm done ranting on how awesome it is. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can kind of talk about that a lot of other reviews online don't talk about. I don't want to just keep repeating what everyone else says. And maybe talk about some stuff that I put on myself. So, for example, I bought a aftermarket 3D printed shoulder kickstand, so it doesn't stick out as far. It comes in maybe an inch. I don't know how far it brings it in, but it brings it in because I saw some people complaining that it was getting clipped going down steep descents. And by all means, guys, I am a heavyweight, and clearly I'm just not doing the descents that some of you are, because I am about 5'10", 220 to 235 pounds, depending on what time of year and how good I'm eating. Holy crap, there's a deer. I'm guessing the other one just went that way, but yeah, there you are. Hey, buddy. There you are. You gonna cross the trail again? No, he dipped into the woods. Anyway, let's see. Did you stop? There you are. Hey, bud. Hey, there's the other one, little baby. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Anyway, one of the perks of being in New Jersey, there are deer everywhere, like rats. And they're delicious, so delicious rats. Anyway, where was I at? Holy shit, try not to slide out in the dirt, that's where I'm currently at. Okay. Well, I hate when I lose my train of thought, but that deer scared the shit out of me coming around that corner, so. There's also a tree down up here, which was not down last week, but we have been coming through this way all day. Good. All right, so I just recently found out about these trails. I went online and I saw someone post about how great they are. So I figured, hey, why not come check it out? And I am very glad I did. They are the best trails I've been on so far. The other trails that I posted another video below when I first got the Lynx, going to the Marsh River Bluffs, and they are just a step ahead of those as far as difficulty, and it's probably around the same amount of distance that they cover, but I'd say there's a little more diversity over here. Not saying that the bluffs are not hard. There are definitely sections where I'm having a hard time, but It's definitely a very intricate trail network over here. It's very fun. Obviously, ride respectfully. Don't go zooming down trails around people, and you won't have all of the negative issues that you hear people having with mountain bikers and Karens calling the cops or park patrol on you for riding too damn recklessly. And then, of course, 9 times out of 10, these are considered electric vehicles, and these places are starting to ban electric vehicles. So, gotta kind of be wary. But still pretty tolerated here, and I haven't had an issue at any of the places that I go. And just so we're clear, and if there's any mountain bikers watching this, we are not tearing up your trails, guys. I have heard a couple arguments online that mountain bikers think that we are all trashing their trails, and I can assure you that something that uses one wheel to stabilize with a gyroscope doesn't let you spin or slide or emergency brake or any of that stuff that is going to give you those issues with kicking up dirt or creating ruts or anything like that. Like, we're just riding in the ruts that you guys make. To be honest, you guys are your own worst enemy out here, because we are not the ones tearing up your trails. Maybe the electric dirt bikes, the Surons and stuff like that, because again, they have a motor that's coming down faster than normal on a machine coming down faster than normal and braking with more powerful brakes and grippier tires, and yeah, they're leaving deeper ruts. But not unicycles, guys, not unicycles. We're unable to burn out unless we literally get off our wheel, pick it up, and let it free spin into the dirt. Okay, so I definitely hope that you guys stop making us your enemy. We are your friends here. We are not messing these trails up at all, and we're putting laps down them and making them more clear. And when there's branches falling on them, at least some of us are picking some of that up. I do when they're small. Obviously, I'm not trying to get out here with a chainsaw and come do what people that are probably paid to maintain these trails do. But I do pick up small branches off the trail when they give me an issue, so that they don't give the next person one. But when I can hop right over them, of course, what's the point? That's kind of the fun in mountain bike trails. So trail riding, guys, whole different thing than road riding. You can get more tired in a half-hour trail riding session. Hey, Mr. Deer. How are you? Hey, Bill baby. There you go. Run with your mommy. I know your mommy's down there somewhere. Almost ate it looking at the deer. Thank God the lynx is a beast. Alright, so look at this. Roots. It'll clip a little bit, but we made it. Blocked off parking lot here. Oh man, so I don't know exactly how long this thing's gonna let me record. Usually it kicks me off around 25 minutes-ish, because I have this waterproof housing on it right now, and that makes it heat up a little more than it probably should. So, but either way, let's hit some more trails until she tells me no. Oh yeah, we're right down by the creek with the waterfall. Stop there and shoot for a second. There's some nice little runs over here. Good stuff. And we're locked in here. We're locked in here. All right, uphill, a little sandy, a little gravelly around the outside. There we go. Hey, deer again. I'm catching you guys all over the place, huh? Me and some deer hanging out here today on the trails. Let's head to the right. Hey, oh, bump. All right. Good, good, good. Nice and cool in here. Holy shit, cross-rutted. Whoo, baby.